Hey y'all, hey, what up though? So today's video is going to be a demonstration on how to add hair into a knotless braid. All right, I'm going to show y'all. This is the overhand method, and if you're right hand, I'm going to do underhand too. So I add the hair in on my right side, obviously, and you add the hair in between your index finger and your thumb finger. Your thumb finger, girl, your thumb. Then you crisscross, boom. All right, and then you're gonna add another piece between the index finger and your thumb. Crisscross, boom. That's the second piece. Add one more piece between your index and your thumb finger. Thumb finger, girl, thumb. Crisscross, boom. Now that's when I begin the braid down. So I do not count how many pieces of hair I add in. I used to for the sake of consistency, but I don't do it anymore. So instead, I go by the rule of making sure that the hair that I'm adding in is no thicker than each leg. We have 3 legs right here on the braid. We're going to add 3 pieces of hair in there. Make sure that each piece is about the same width of the client's natural hair. Okay, guys, I'm going to demonstrate one more time for the sake of repetition. If you are new to knotless braids, you just have to keep practicing. You see how I'm adding the hair in, how I'm positioning my hand? You have to get your brain used to doing that if you're having a hard time on figuring out how to add the hair in. I know it might seem silly, but just practice. Practice positioning that hair in your hand. I remember that knotless braids are supposed to be lightweight. That's why you add, I'm only adding 3 pieces in at the base of the head. We don't want to weigh our client's head down, head down or hair down with too much hair. Especially if they have fine or really, thin hair, that's a recipe for disaster. It will definitely cause breakage. Okay, next, if you're left-handed and you braid overhand, you will add the hair on the left side, the same exact way as I did previously for the right-handed people. Add it in, intersect the hair one time, boom, ka-ka. Bring it over here again, add the hair in, intersect it once more, boom, ka-ka, looking ass. And then add it one more time, intersect the hair, and you can begin your braid down. And for the sake of repetition, I'm going to do it one more time. So this is the overhand method for all of the lefties.
Think I need you here. I swear it's time to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views on a night day. All I wanna hear is in the visions that we play. Sit right next to you.
Okay, so if you braid underhanded, is that right? And you're right-handed, girl, I can't even talk today. You're gonna do the same thing. Before you make the first intersection, you're gonna add the hair in on the right side between your thumb and your index finger. Intersect the hair one time. Add the second piece in between your thumb and index finger. Intersect the hair again. Y'all, this is hard for me to do underhand. I do it sometimes, and I actually like it this way. The braids like flatter to me, but it's still like a little difficult because I'm overhand braiding.
Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else can do like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I wanna please you.
Okay, and if you braid underhand and you're left-handed, it's the same thing. Add the hair between your thumb and your index finger. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all another way. What I do is gradually add the hair in. So you see how I'm about to add this piece in, right? Boom, and I'm leaving one half of the added piece out. It's because I do that because I like the gradual look of the knotless braids getting smaller to larger. I know everybody don't like that look though, but you have to be careful with this method. You can't do this on people with super fine hair because yeah, you need the base to be secure.
Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need.
And like I said, because I like how it looks when it gets just larger, like gradually, I add just a couple small pieces as I'm doing the braid down. Nothing too dramatic, just a few small pieces. I just like that look, y'all. I don't know why. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to show you now how to add in hair as you're doing the braid down. This is so important because let's say, okay, have you ever seen someone with a butt length knotless and the ends are like skimpy and you can see through the ends? I can't stand it. It's a dramatic decrease from thick to real skinny at the ends. I can't stand it. You should not be able to see through the braids at the ends, right? You want your braids to be full all the way down as far as possible. I'm gonna see if I can insert a picture. Okay, so here's a picture I could find to kind of give you a idea of what I'm speaking about. Like, I have done it a couple times myself. I wish I had a picture of my own work so I can show you, so I won't be putting nobody else's work up there. But it's just for demonstration purposes. You see here how the braids are full, nice and full, all the way to the ends. That's how it's supposed to be. Here's another one I found. You see how full it is all the way down to the ends? It's not super skimpy and thin at the ends. Only because with pre-stretched hair, it thins out at the ends. So you just have to learn how to fill in that gap, pretty much. That's all. The moment you feel that braid starting to thin out, start adding hair, sis. Don't let it get, if you have to go back and unravel a few pieces, it's worth it. You want to make sure our braid is consistent all the way down. Braid thins out when the client's natural hair starts to thin out at the end. So you see how if you got to unravel it, sis, a few pieces, go back and add some hair right there. And you see here, you see where the mannequin's hair starts to thin out. You see how thin that braid is right there? You have to add hair basically before the client's hair starts thinning out. Right almost at the tip, but not quite at the tip, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to show you here. Braiding. And of course, our hair, period, is thicker at the roots and it thins out, right, towards the bottom. So you can feel the braid in your hand as it's thinning out. So when you feel it getting thin, boom, you add that piece of hair right, chin. I add like 2 pieces at a time because you don't want this to get too thick. Don't make the pieces that you add in too thick. Boom. I slowed it down so you can see how I'm adding the hair in. And as you continuously braid, depending on how long they want them, when you start feeling it thin out some more, sis, add some more hair. To be honest, y'all, if a client wants butt length, I would probably add like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch past their butt, just to be sure when their braids lay, they're really getting what they paid for, and your braids are still full, you know, and not super skimpy. Like, I don't want no see-through braids, sis. So you see here, I'm adding another piece because I'm making it longer. Add 2 pieces and just continue to braid until you get to your desired length. So y'all see these 2 braids side by side? You see the braid that's on the right, how it thins out and it's not as consistent and full all the way down. You see that? Well, they're not the same length, but I'm just for demonstration purposes. Okay, y'all, so that is it. We have reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.